Do what matters in times of stress. Many people try to get rid of difficult feelings and thoughts, and that can make life worse. So I'm going to cover today 5 tools you can practice every day, and especially when you're having difficult thoughts and feelings or during difficult situations to make your life even better. So I'll be covering tool number 1, grounding, tool number 2, unhooking, tool number 3, act on your values, tool number 4, be kind, and tool number 5, make room. But before we dive into the 5 tools that you should use during stressful situations, let me introduce myself. I'm Wendy Johnson, and I'm a transformational life coach. And I help people like you who are struggling and would like to design a life they love living on purpose with more joy, inner peace, and well-being. And back to the 5 tools and why it's so important to use these tools during times of stress. Many people try to get rid of feelings and thoughts with alcohol, nicotine, and getting high, any type of drug that is going to push them away from their feeling. And I want to share with you some techniques that you can practice any time of the day. And then when you have a stressful situation, you have these tools to help you. So the first tool is grounding, and I have the tools behind me here. Tool number 1, grounding. Notice what you're thinking and what you're feeling. And slow down, take a moment and connect with your body. And you want to ground your feet onto the floor or the ground if you're outside. And just begin to move the body and stretch. Maybe stretch your arms out to the side or up in the air. And take gentle, slow breaths. And just bring yourself back out of whatever you're thinking and refocus and engage with the world and look around. And the best place to do this is outside, but you can do it inside. What can you see? What can you hear? What can you touch? What can you taste? And what can you smell? And you can name several things. You can look at the tree, the bird, flowers, whatever it is. If you're in a room, you can look around at your room, but you get your bearings and you get yourself off the problem or the thought, the recurring problem that you're having, the worry or the doubts. And this will just help ground you and bring you back into the present. And tool number 2 is unhooking. Notice your thought with curiosity and name the thought or the feeling. And I have an example here. I notice here is a thought about, maybe you have a thought about anger or sadness or grief, but name the thought and then notice the feeling. What does it feel like? Where is it? Where is it in the body that you feel it? And then refocus on what you're doing. Pay attention to who you're with or what you're doing. Just bringing yourself back. And tool number 3, who are you being? You have a question you can ask yourself. Are your thoughts, feelings, and behaviors and actions in alignment with the thoughts that you're thinking? Are your thoughts not doing you any good? Are they bad thoughts? Are they nasty thoughts? And just go through your values. Maybe you have some very strong values. You're loving, committed, responsible, courageous, calm. You're focused, disciplined. You're brave. You're grateful. You're fair, respectful, loyal, forgiving, persistent, and supportive. So who do you want to be? Who would you rather be than this person who is having this emotional storm or stressful situation? And it's usually a closed loop thought that is recurring over and over that is giving you grief. And the fourth tool is be kind. Be kind to yourself. Sometimes we speak so poorly to ourselves and call ourselves stupid, and I just can't do this. I give up. This is hopeless. I've tried this before, and I just don't have what it takes. I'm no good. So just watch those thoughts that you say to yourself, and just practice being kinder, and treat yourself with reverence. And then treat your body like a temple. Get movement, exercise, feel good in your body, so that no matter what your body size is, you love it and you feel good about it. And I can't stress enough about a diet, healthy diet. You're not on a diet, you're eating for energy and fuel to feel good. And that's all you need is to eat foods that help you feel better. And breathe. Focus. Whenever you have a thought, you can turn your awareness from your thought to your breath. And it takes you immediately out of your thinking. And you can practice taking slower and deeper breaths. And I recommend a 4x4 breath, and that is taking in a breath for 4, and then holding it for 4, and then releasing it for 4. And just do that to bring yourself back and to slow your nervous system down if you're feeling anxious or stressed about anything. And it doesn't matter where you are. You can do it in a line at a grocery store. You can do it in traffic. It doesn't matter, but at least it gets you back into a state that you feel comfortable in. And it doesn't feel comfortable to be emotionally upset. And then what else really helps is balancing your intake of news, TV, social media, your phone, and your computer, to learn how to unplug and to do other things and be outside. It doesn't hurt you to unplug for several hours a day and to be away from the constant overwhelm of information that is continually coming to us. And I can't stress that enough. And I am highly sensitive, and I personally need a lot of time away from electronics. And especially in the evening, I need a lot of time between when I am watching TV until I go to bed. And that's, just reading a paperback book. And because I'm looking at a computer all day, I cannot be on in the evening. And I'm sure some of you out there can resonate with that as well. And connecting with others. It is so important to have social connection. And there's so many ways to do it. We have social media, we have Zoom, you can reach out and call somebody on the phone. You can, right now with a mask, visit a friend or a neighbor with social distancing, and just keep your connections with those important people in your life, your family and your friends. And isolation can be very lonely, and it can lead to depression and anxiety. So having that social connection is so important, and it's being kind to yourself. And then the fifth tool is making room. You're making room in your life, so you're undoing all that busyness, and you're making room to have, it's like a buffer zone of having silence, of being in nature. And if you work, make sure that you're playing, because that's where your creativity comes in, is when you're actually taking time in your day to play and to laugh and to just be silly. It doesn't matter what you do. You can go out in the street and skip or jump rope, or doesn't matter. Hop on a bike. Whatever you do that you love, that feels like play to you. And then reflection time, reflecting on your day, reflecting on certain time periods, giving yourself reflection time on the weekend if you work during the week, giving yourself reflection time during holiday periods. Just build in that reflection time. Vacation, the same, that you're not constantly on the go and busy, but you give yourself that time for contemplation, for prayer, for meditation, whatever it is for you, that you have it built in. Maybe it's 5 minutes every day, that you have that built into your structure. And that's what creates an ideal day, and a day of fulfilled and a happy day is if you build in all of these structures of support for yourself. And then focus what is present now. And when you're in this emotional storm and you have this thought that you can't let go of, this is the practice of being present and being in the now at all times. And with practice, it gets easier. And I don't know if you've been practicing this, so I'm just offering a lot of these tools. You probably already practice them, so it's just a check-in. But and the last one is focus on what matters. A lot of us have to-do lists that are a mile long, and we don't have to do all that stuff. We can narrow it down to what really feels good to us, what really lights us up and feels important. If it were the last day that I put my head on the pillow today, what is it that means a lot to me? What should I do? Today I did that. And yeah, I can go down rabbit holes like everybody else and do something else, but does it really matter? Is it really gonna improve my life if today were the last day? No. So those are the steps. So just to recap, I shared with you the 5 tools that you can use every day and you can practice, especially during difficult feelings and thoughts. And that is tool number 1, grounding. Tool number 2, unhooking. Tool number 3, acting on your values. Tool number 4, being kind to yourself. And tool number 5, making room. And just a recap here. Is noticing and naming the thought and naming it with curiosity. And imagining those feelings are like the sky, that storms come, there's weather, storms come, but they always pass. And we allow them to come because we know that there's going to be better weather. And the same is true with our thoughts, to just imagine that our thoughts that are coming through are like clouds, and some are stormy, some don't feel good, but just make room for them. So you're not stuffing them down and ignoring them and trying to get rid of them with various addictions, but you're breathing into them, you're feeling them, and you're allowing them to be there, because once they're there, they're not going to come back, most likely. Once you've experienced what you need to experience, which a lot of people don't want to have the feeling, then you're probably never going to feel it again. So just let it be, and then go back to what you were doing, who you were with, what you were doing, and engage with the world around you. Be back into the present and notice where you are, who you're with, and give full attention to the activity. And I guarantee you, you will feel better. You will be so proud of yourself for allowing thoughts that don't feel good to go through you. And then you're going to be back to that joyful state or content state. And you don't hang on and feel feelings of whatever it is. If it's a grudge, if there's somebody that you need to forgive, it's just getting through it and to the other side so that you can be fully present and enjoy life to the fullest. So I hope this helped you, and I am inviting you to learn more about another investment you can make, and that is to just download the link. There's a link below, and download the guide that I'm offering for free. And it's 10 principles to design a life you love living. And I would love for you, if you're interested, to look it over and try it out. Give it a shot. There's nothing to lose. And and if there's anybody that you know that might be helped from this video, please share it and pass it on. And I look forward to speaking with you again next week. I hope you're all well. Take care. Bye-bye.